Hey there, my savvy travelers, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mila, and if you're new here, know that I've spent the last 15 years mastering the skies and all the chaos that comes with it. Today, we're diving into something that causes more panic, more arguments, and more last-minute sprints than any other airport scenario, the dreaded carry-on catastrophe. Right now, take a glance at the bag next to you. Are you confident it will make it through the gate? Do you trust it because it worked on your last budget airline flight? Think again. The rules in 2025 have become a labyrinth of hidden measurements, sneaky policies, and airline strategies designed to squeeze every last dollar out of you for checked baggage. Here's the reality. Airlines don't want you to carry on your bag. They want it in the belly of the plane, and they want your wallet open. But here's the twist. Carry-on success is no longer just about size. It's about bag type, when you check in, your boarding group, and even which gate agent you encounter. In this video, I'm handing you the flight attendant playbook. We'll cover the 7 critical carry-on traps of 2025 and the insider tricks to avoid them, all completely legal. By the end, you'll glide onto the plane knowing your bag is compliant, stowed, and your sanity intact. Let's start with trap 1, the wheels and handle lie. Everyone thinks they know dimensions, 22 by 14 by 9 inches. The snag? That measurement usually excludes the wheels and handle. I can't tell you how many travelers slide their bag into the sizer only to have that half inch from the wheels or handle ruin everything. My tip? Always measure your bag fully, bottom of the wheels to the top of the retracted handle. A 21.5-inch total gives you a 0.5-inch safety buffer. Depth matters too. Soft-sided bags often squeeze better than rigid ones, giving you more leeway at the gate. Trap 2. The personal item backpack. Airlines have cracked down on overstuffed backpacks, especially ones that take up legroom. Your personal item should fit neatly under the seat. A vertical rectangle works best. If you have a laptop bag, place it underneath and keep bulky items in the overhead bin. This visual compliance signals to gate agents that you're following the rules and avoids unnecessary arguments. Trap 3. The weight limit. Many travelers don't realize that European and Asian carriers enforce strict 15 to 22 lb limits for carry-ons. If your bag is heavy, shift electronics or shoes to your pockets or jacket. This keeps you under the limit and prevents last-minute surprises at the jetway scale. Trap 4 is the dreaded last-minute gate check ambush. You've made it past ticketing, through security, and you're nearly at your seat when the announcement hits. Due to a full flight, all large carry-ons will be gate checked. Airlines preemptively remove bags to save overhead space. Your bag is now out of your control, and suddenly your laptop, medications, and snacks are in the belly of the plane. Here's the workaround. Board as early as possible, or politely explain to the gate agent that you have a tight connection or essential items in your bag. 9 times out of 10, they'll let you board earlier or prioritize your carry-on. Trap 5 is the odd-shaped item. Anything long, thin, or irregular, tennis rackets, poster tubes, or wedding dress bags may technically fit, but can't stow safely. Gate agents see these as safety hazards because turbulence could turn them into projectiles. The insider move: request a gate check proactively. Approach the agent before tagging starts and say, "Hi, I have a long item. Can we tag it now?" This avoids last-minute conflicts and guarantees proper handling. Trap 6. The double-duty, duty-free bag. Many travelers pass security with 1 carry-on and 1 personal item, then pick up a bulky duty-free purchase. This suddenly becomes a 3rd item and violates airline policy. To avoid rejection, immediately integrate duty-free items into your personal bag. Consume small food items on the spot or fold smaller items into your existing bags. Discretion and efficiency here save you from gate disputes and delayed boarding. Trap 7. Regional jets. Smaller aircraft like Embraers or Canadairs have limited overhead bin space. Even a standard-sized bag might not fit sideways or lengthwise. Solution? Anticipate the gate check. Pack essentials in a small purse or sleeve, volunteer your bag early, and you'll likely be first off the plane with it at your destination. Proactivity is key. Don't wait for a flight attendant to reject it mid-flight. Finally, remember, the carry-on game in 2025 is about more than rules. It's about strategy, timing, and knowing when to speak up. Don't trust the bag tag. Measure fully. Respect personal item dimensions. Account for international weight rules. Board early to avoid gate check ambushes. Preemptively tag odd-shaped items. Integrate duty-free purchases immediately. And plan for regional jets. By mastering these 7 traps, you not only save money but secure a smooth, stress-free experience from gate to seat. Think like a flight attendant, act like a pro traveler, and your carry-on is no longer a source of anxiety. It's an ally. Trap 8 is the hidden soft stow rule for carry-on shape. Airlines are very particular about not just dimensions, but how your bag sits in the overhead bin. I've seen travelers arrive at the gate confident their bag will fit, only to have it rejected because it bulged in one corner, even by an inch. Soft-sided duffels are your friend. They compress, slide, and conform to the space, giving you that extra fraction of an inch the metal sizer doesn't forgive. Hard-shell luggage is beautiful but rigid. In 2025, rigidity is your enemy at the gate. Always check your bag's bulge potential, and if you see even a slight expansion risk, switch to a flexible bag or preemptively gate check it to avoid drama. Trap 9 is the sneaky carry-on weight trap, particularly on international flights. Many travelers assume that if it fits in the sizer, they're safe, but that's not always the case overseas. European and Asian carriers frequently enforce strict carry-on weight limits between 7 and 10 kilograms. That's roughly 15 to 22 pounds. I can't tell you how many travelers are shocked when their laptop, camera, and heavy coat push them over the limit, and suddenly they're transferring items at the gate like a human conveyor belt. The Mila Insider move: wear your heaviest clothes and distribute weight strategically. Heavy jackets, shoes, and electronics belong on your person, not buried in your bag. Doing this proactively keeps you under the limit, avoids embarrassment, and ensures you're not holding up the line for other passengers. Trap 10, the last-minute gate check ambush, is brutal if you're not prepared. Even if your bag made it through the ticket counter and security, airlines often gate check carry-ons due to full overhead bins, especially in later boarding groups. The trick? Show up early and approach the gate agent politely if your boarding group is late. Explain briefly that you have essentials in your carry-on and need it with you. 9 times out of 10, they'll move you into an earlier group or prioritize your bag. Mention medical devices if applicable. It's a legitimate accommodation, and it gives you immediate priority. This proactive approach avoids last-minute chaos and ensures your bag goes where it belongs. Trap 11 is the 2-item limit trap when combining your carry-on with duty-free purchases. After security, it's easy to grab a duty-free bag without thinking. Airlines count every item, so suddenly your 2-item limit becomes 3. This is where smart travelers act immediately. Integrate duty-free purchases into your personal item, or for consumables, start using them on the spot. I've seen travelers argue at the gate over this, creating unnecessary stress. Avoid it by combining items discreetly before approaching the jetway. Trap 12. Regional jets. Small aircraft have limited bin space, and a bag that fits on a mainline jet may fail on a tiny regional plane. When flying a regional connection, anticipate a gate check. Pack essentials like medications, electronics, or valuables in a small bag you can hand over first. Volunteer for gate check early, and your bag will be among the first returned at your destination. This prevents mishandling and lost luggage, giving you peace of mind. Trap 13 is the overlooked timing trap. Airlines release blocked seats at specific times, often 24 hours before departure, and again at boarding. Your bag strategy must align with this timing. Check the seating map 24 hours before your flight, and if a better seat opens, adjust accordingly. Then use your gate interaction to confirm overhead space, ensuring your bag is accepted and stowed properly. Mastering these strategies transforms your carry-on experience. Measure accurately, account for weight, use flexible bags, anticipate gate checks, combine duty-free items efficiently, and plan for aircraft type and timing. The result? A seamless boarding process, 0 surprises, and your carry-on as an asset rather than a stressor. Think like Mila, act strategically, and the sky is yours to navigate confidently. Trap 14 is the sneaky, hidden compartment trap. Many travelers think that if their bag has extra pockets or compartments, they're golden. But the truth? TSA and gate agents aren't impressed with extra zippers or hidden pouches. They see them as risk points. Every zip, flap, or side pocket adds complexity and can trigger a more detailed inspection. I've seen travelers confidently glide up to the gate only to have their bag pulled apart because the agent spotted a mysterious bulge in a side pocket. The lesson? Keep your bag streamlined. Stuff what you need into the main compartment and use one small, accessible pouch for essentials like passports, medications, or electronics. Think of it as a minimalist approach. Less chaos equals less scrutiny. Trap 15 is the overstuffed personal item trap. For years, the personal item was a space for a laptop bag, purse, or small backpack. Travelers quickly discovered they could sneak in an oversized backpack as a secondary carry-on. In 2025, airlines have clamped down on this loophole. Personal items must fit under the seat and not impede the passenger in front of you. If your backpack sticks out or crowds the legroom, it will be flagged. The Mila Insider trick: use a vertical, narrow bag. It slides under the seat easily, maximizes dead space, and looks perfectly compliant. If you have a laptop and a backpack, place the laptop under the seat and the backpack in the overhead. This simple visual cue reassures gate staff that you're following the rules without confrontation. Trap 16, the timed boarding strategy. Boarding order matters more than most travelers realize. Even if your bag is fully compliant, if you're in the last boarding group, overhead bin space can already be claimed by earlier groups. Smart travelers arrive at the gate early, observe the boarding order, and politely request early boarding if they need their carry-on with them. When done courteously, the gate agent is almost always happy to accommodate. They want the line to move smoothly, and a proactive passenger makes their job easier. Being polite, prepared, and strategic can save your bag from being gate-checked against your wishes. Trap 17 is the odd-shaped items dilemma. Tennis rackets, yoga mats, or even fragile musical instruments can technically fit in the sizer but are difficult to stow safely. On board, these items become projectiles in turbulence if not properly secured. The Mila Insider move: don't try to sneak it. Go to the gate early, explain the item, and request a gate check tag. This avoids last-minute conflicts, ensures safety, and keeps your flight stress-free. Agents respect compliance and proactive communication. Trap 18, the hidden fees from last-minute surprises. Some airlines advertise a generous carry-on policy online, but in practice they have strict overhead limitations. Your bag may fit in the sizer, but if the flight is fully booked, the airline can gate check it without additional notice. The solution: always know your boarding group, volunteer early if necessary, and pack valuables in a smaller, accessible bag that can travel with you even if your main carry-on is checked. This ensures your essentials remain with you while reducing stress at the gate. Trap 19, the carry-on timing trap for international flights. Each airline and route has subtle, unadvertised nuances. International carriers may have stricter weight and size enforcement, and some airports conduct additional inspections at the gate. Mila's tip: check your flight details meticulously, know your aircraft type, boarding group, and carry-on restrictions, plan for flexibility, and always carry a small, essential bag with you. This allows you to remain compliant, avoid fees, and ensure a smooth boarding experience. Trap 20, the carry-on choreography. The ultimate pro-level move combines all prior insights. Measure your bag accurately, pack strategically, use vertical personal items, pre-plan boarding, anticipate gate checks, and communicate politely. Think of it as a dance where each move, timing, placement, and interaction determines success. The reward: stress-free boarding, your bag safely stowed, and a flight that starts calmly rather than in chaos. When you master these traps, you aren't just avoiding gate conflict. You're setting yourself up as a professional traveler. Mila's playbook transforms the boarding process from a gamble into a predictable, smooth experience. Know the rules, respect the process, and use polite, proactive communication to make the airline work for you, not against you. Trap 21 is all about the carry-on layering illusion. Many travelers assume that because their bag fits perfectly at check-in, it will behave the same once it hits the gate. Wrong. Airline gate agents evaluate carry-ons differently. They check flexibility, bulges, and overall manageability. A bag that looks fine at home can suddenly fail when you lift it into the overhead bin, especially if it's packed to the brim with rigid items. Mila's insider tip: layer wisely. Keep heavier, rigid items near the bottom and softer items on top. Use packing cubes or compression bags to create a uniform shape. This way, your bag slides in smoothly and appears less threatening to the agent's keen eye. Trap 22, the overstuffed personal item plus carry-on combo. Travelers often think that if each item fits individually, they're safe. Airlines see it differently. Two bulky items combined can encroach on another passenger's legroom, and gate agents are trained to enforce the rule strictly. The solution is deceptively simple. Separate your essentials. Place your laptop bag or small backpack under the seat. Keep your main carry-on flexible and soft-sided, and remove any unnecessary items that can be stored in checked baggage. The fewer obstacles you create, the more likely your bag will be accepted without hassle. Trap 23. The overlooked gate check window. Even if you follow every rule, some airlines preemptively gate check large bags when flights are full, especially on regional or smaller aircraft. The proactive strategy? Arrive early, gauge the boarding process, and offer your bag for a gate check if necessary. Volunteers get priority handling, reducing the risk of your bag being lost or delayed. Pack a small essential bag with valuables, documents, and medications so that even if your main carry-on is temporarily checked, you remain fully prepared. This small step eliminates panic at the gate and ensures a smooth start to your flight. Trap 24 is the duty-free double dip. Travelers love snagging last-minute duty-free items, but airlines consider these extra bags. Suddenly, your one carry-on and one personal item become three. The gate agent notices immediately. Mila's tip: integrate the duty-free bag into your personal item right after purchase. Zip it inside your backpack, under the seat, or in your main carry-on if there's room. If it doesn't fit, consume small items like snacks immediately, or voluntarily gate check the package. This proactive approach avoids awkward confrontations and extra fees while keeping your boarding process seamless. Trap 25. The hidden regional jet nightmare. Smaller aircraft, especially regional jets, often have narrower overhead bins. Even a standard carry-on might not fit lengthwise or sideways. Here's the insider move. Always check your aircraft type before your flight. If it's a regional jet, anticipate space limitations and pack a compact essential bag with valuables and critical items. When the gate begins boarding, volunteer your larger carry-on for gate check early. This ensures your essential items remain with you and reduces the risk of your main bag being delayed or mishandled. Planning ahead is everything. Trap 26 is the timing of boarding groups. Boarding order can make or break your carry-on success. Late groups face empty bins already claimed by earlier passengers. Mila's tip: position yourself near the gate before your group is called. Politely request early boarding if necessary, citing a tight connection, medical need, or physical limitation. Most agents will accommodate you, knowing it prevents complications later. Early boarding not only secures bin space, but also ensures a stress-free experience from the moment you step onto the aircraft. Trap 27, the communication and charm factor. Airlines respond to attitude as much as compliance. A polite, proactive traveler who communicates clearly and courteously often receives preferential treatment. Say please when asking for adjustments, acknowledge the gate agent or flight attendant, and maintain composure. Simple kindness goes a long way. You're not manipulating the system, you're demonstrating respect and making the airline staff's job easier. The result? Smoother boarding, better bin placement, and sometimes even access to seats or perks that wouldn't be available otherwise. By mastering these 7 advanced traps, you transform carry-on boarding from a stressful ordeal into a predictable, controlled experience. Mila's playbook teaches you to measure, pack strategically, separate items, anticipate gate checks, integrate duty-free purchases, plan for regional jets, and use polite communication to your advantage. These aren't shortcuts. They're practical, legal, professional strategies that give you control over your journey. Trap 28 is the mid-flight panic. Even after successfully boarding, travelers often mismanage space or essential items during the flight. A bag that was perfectly stowed suddenly becomes a problem when you reach for a snack, tablet, or jacket. Mila's insider tip: plan your in-flight essentials in a small, easy-access pouch. Keep headphones, medications, a book, water bottle, and any important electronics together. This ensures you never have to dig through your carry-on mid-flight, reducing stress for both you and the passengers around you. A small adjustment, but it creates a calm, controlled environment from takeoff to landing. Trap 29, the overconfidence error. Just because your bag made it through check-in and the gate doesn't mean it's safe for every flight. Different airlines, aircraft, or even boarding crews can have varying levels of strictness. Mila's advice: treat each flight as its own scenario. Recheck airline carry-on rules before each journey, measure your bag, and maintain a flexible packing mindset. Overconfidence often leads to last-minute surprises and fees that could have been avoided with a few extra minutes of planning. Trap 30 is the carry-on etiquette blind spot. Blocking the aisle, leaving items partially open, or placing a personal bag awkwardly can frustrate passengers and crew alike. The smart traveler ensures their bag is fully stowed, zipped, and out of the way. Use under-seat space efficiently and avoid stretching into neighboring space. By respecting the shared environment, you avoid unnecessary attention from gate agents or flight attendants and create a smoother experience for everyone. Trap 31, the last-minute seat adjustment. Sometimes passengers realize their original seat is less than ideal after boarding. Panicking or attempting to switch without asking politely creates tension. Mila's insider tip: if a seat change is needed, wait for the crew's calm moment, ask politely, and provide a clear reason, like needing extra legroom due to a medical condition or tight connection. Airline staff appreciate courteous requests and are more likely to accommodate without delay or conflict. Finally, the mental checklist trap. Many travelers overlook the power of proactive preparation, knowing your bag's dimensions, organizing items, understanding airport quirks, and having your boarding pass and ID ready. A quick mental run-through before stepping on the plane reduces anxiety and prevents mistakes. Mila emphasizes, control what you can, anticipate what you can't, and maintain a calm, cooperative attitude. Master these final 4 advanced traps, and you not only save money and time, you transform the carry-on experience into a smooth, stress-free ritual. From measurement to packing, gate strategy to in-flight organization, Mila's insider guidance ensures that your 2025 flights feel professional, controlled, and surprisingly pleasant. Being a prepared traveler isn't just smart, it's empowering.